Howdy, Blugubrious. I wasn't going to do this video. When I first got the Kernom Ridge Overdrive pedal, I had big plans to do A-B comparisons of all of my overdrives that I am essentially replacing with that pedal. I've had it over a year now, maybe a year and a half. And I just never did it. But right now I'm filtering out some of those old pedals, so I thought I would do it. I would just show you direct A-B comparisons of some of the overdrive sounds I used to get in individual pedals that now I have programmed as presets into the Kernom Ridge. So this will just be the pedal and then the programmed version of it in the Kernom Ridge. And no, they're not intended to be identical. In fact, I haven't had these pedals out in months, so I don't even know if they're set exactly the same. I just did a quick comparison. And I think the point is, for me, I'm glad I did it because I always had a little bit of a second guessing that, those were sounds I loved. I'm going to do another video on that soon, on my ridiculous tone chasing that other people do too. And so there were specific sounds that I really loved and got out of all those pedals. And then when I first got the Kernom Ridge a year and a half ago or whenever it was, I just went about taking each one of them and trying to, as close as I could at the time, mirror the preset in the Ridge with that pedal to get that sound. And so this last year and a half, I haven't had these pedals plugged in at all. So I thought I would just try and see what they sounded like next to each other. So instead of this being what a lot of the Kernom Ridge demos were, which is showing that you can get the exact same sound out of the Kernom Ridge, that's fine. It can do that. It can get, as far as I could tell, any sound. This was just to show you that those were my sounds, and I was able to replace all the sounds I wanted, all those pedals, with one pedal. So at last count, I think I replaced 13 pedals with one pedal, so 13 individual pedals with the Kernom Ridge. And to be fair, some of those pedals were duplicates. Like you'll see here, I have here it is right here actually, this fake Klon from imported Klon, but it has different settings on it, and I loved two of the settings on it. So a low gain and a higher gain. So I did both of those. So this is only 4 or 5 pedals. This isn't all of them, but I just want to show you that you can really approximate almost any overdrive sound with the Kernom Ridge. Really, really close. I mean, like I said, I haven't found one yet that I couldn't get. Now, once you start getting into distortion and fuzz, it's a little different. They now make the, whatever it's called, the Moho, I think is what it's called, fuzz that can do the same thing, but instead of overdrive, it's fuzz. So I'll just click through these real quick, and you'll know what you're supposed to hear. Again, not trying to make them identical. This wasn't to say, look at this perfect exact same tone. That's not the point. The point is it's the sound I wanted, and I could get close enough to it with the Kernom Ridge that I didn't need that pedal anymore. That's the idea. So enjoy it. Okay, first up is the K-Line Pure Sky. This is intended to be a, what's his name, Paul Cochran? Is that the guy? Timmy clone, really love it. I love the sound of this pedal, transparent overdrive. So these aren't the right settings here, but you'll see it on the video there where I took the snapshot. So here's the K-Line Pure Sky first, and then right after it will be the Kernom Ridge's approximation. All right, next up is the Tube Screamer. Now this is a specific Tube Screamer. I forget the model number. I can't read it right now, but it's a TS9X4737. I'm just kidding. I don't know what it is. But this one has 4 modes in it. It's got what I think it essentially is the Keeley mod, which is the setting it's on now, which is the Tube Screamer with more bass. I actually had 2 versions of this pedal clones because this doesn't have true bypass. So whenever you power it down, it powers it off, and then it doesn't come back on when you power things back up. But anyway, I have it in the sort of modded mode, and I love the sound of this. This is my favorite Tube Screamer sound. It's not as hollow and honky as a normal Tube Screamer. I have a version of that on the Kernom Ridge too. I'm just not going to show that to you today. Anyway, it's a modded tube screamer sound. So here's that one. All right, next up here we have this. I stumbled on this pedal. It's a Klon. It's a Klon clone, but it's a Klon clone with 3 modes. I can't find it again, but it's a decent sounding. If you like the Klon sound, and I kind of do. I don't love it. I mean, I don't fight for it, but I like it. I'm going to do 2 versions of this. So first, I'll just play them both. I won't reintroduce the pedal again in a second. But the 2 modes are. The first one is, I don't remember where the settings of the switch were, but one of them is sort of higher gain, and then the other one is very low gain. But they're both clony sounds, that mid-rangey, no bass, sort of meant for kind of bluesy leads. I like them. This sound on like a Tele neck pickup. For some reason, I really like that sound. So anyway, clone. So this is a clone of a clone. This is a clone of a clone. Then the Kernom Ridge is a clone of the clone. The sound that I get out of this, and then a more basic Klon sound after that. Okay, last is this Nu-X Plexi Crunch. It's supposed to be a Marshall style pedal. I thought when I got this it was going to be more classic Marshall-y. I don't use this pedal much. In fact, I don't use high gain that much. But when I do, this was doing okay at the time. But there's a sound in this I did like, and I remember duplicating in the Kernom Ridge, or trying to. And so I'll be getting rid of all these pedals except for the tube screamer. But yeah, so the main point of this one, the reason I'm showing, is not to show that it's a good sound, but I mean, unless you like it, you might like the sound, but to show that you can get pretty high gain sounds out of the Kernom Ridge. I didn't do a rat here, but before I had a pretty decent rat sound out of it too. So it's not, I don't think, meant for the higher gain, like metal, like full-on metal or doom or gent or anything like that, but it'll do pretty well. So I imagine if you stacked an overdrive with it, it'll pull it off. But anyway, not sponsored, by the way. I didn't say that before. So yeah, higher gain, plexi kind of sound from this Nu-X pedal. Yeah, so I don't do demo type things like that. Like I told you, when I first got the pedal, I wanted to do this with all 13 or whatever overdrives I had and show you exactly, but I don't feel like that's the best thing the Kernom Ridge overdrive does. I think the best thing it does is your sound, and that I'll talk more about that in the future. And I do have another video I'll be making soon on tone chasing and my coming to grips with some things. So, all right, hope you enjoyed that. Kernom Ridge overdrive pedal, still the best. I have like 25 presets in it. One of these times I'll show you how I use that. We'll talk to you later. Take care.